What's up, basement dwellers? Uncle Danny here. Well, this summer is bringing us the reboot that nobody asked for, but we're getting anyways. Of course, I'm talking about Ghostbusters. Now, the internet is very, very mixed over whether or not this movie will be good, whether it will be bad, which is very similar of all movies coming out. Everyone's going to be, a hater or a lover when it comes to that. But this one has really brought out a lot of insults that normally you don't see among trailers and everything. And you know what? I'm tired of the internet's bitching. Here's Freddy versus Ghostbusters.
This was a fan film made in 2004 by Hank Braxton. We open into a man named Neil, played by Jason Weiss, in a familiar nightmare setting where he is being chased by the infamous Freddy Krueger. As usual, right when Freddy's about to get him, he wakes up in a scream and is confronted by his sloppy stoner roommate Chuck, played by Brad Griffith.
You have nightmares every freaking night or what?
Apparently, Neil has been having nightmares every night. Neil gets a phone call from his roommate's girlfriend Nancy. Haha, get it? This scene serves no real purpose other than to introduce her as a character. Luckily for Neil, his friend Ed Spangler, nephew of Egon Spangler, is starting up his own franchise of ghostbusting in Denver, Colorado.
Digital PKE meter, and these aren't just blips. I know, they're electro-phantasmal shadows that indicate.
Too bad his PKE doesn't have the power to white balance.
Why'd your uncle tell me to drop my psych major?
Neil goes to meet Ed, where he's taking readings on his PKE meter and talking to his assistant, Eugene.
Ghostbusting nonsense.
They all go to a local bar, where Ed Spangler tries to convince them that they should continue to go forward in their paranormal exterminating endeavor when they are interrupted by Slimer.
Why is Slimer in Denver?
They get bad to the bone and put on their uniforms and proton packs that were conveniently in the trunk of Ed's car.
A little help here. All right, on three, take your foot off the pedal. Remember, everyone look away from the track. One.
After a quick busting battle, Slimer is quickly lowered into the trap.
That was so cool. You guys just saved my business. What do I owe you?
Well,
$2,000?
And we cut to a familiar montage of media as the Denver Ghostbusters become famous.
Good morning, I'm Ed Rooney. The hot news story in Mile High City this morning is ghosts, or more appropriately, ghostbusting. A bizarre event in downtown Denver last night. 3 scientists emerged from a bar.
The Ghostbusters have been so busy as of late that Neil hasn't slept in his home in a week and notices that he hasn't had nightmares the whole time. Ed suspects that it might be the bed itself that is haunted.
oh, it stinks.
So Chuck decides to go to sleep on Neil's haunted bed, where he comes face to face with Freddy. Freddy kills Chuck and turns him into a human bong.
Yeah, that's good stuff.
Hello.
I'm your boyfriend now, Nancy.
I'm sorry, who is this?
Oh, sorry, is it Nancy there, please?
Nancy! It's for you!
Okay, now that's pretty funny.
So she screams and is now in the dream world. Did she pass out?
Yeah.
Ed comes to the conclusion that Freddy and the ghosts are linked because Freddy opened up a rift into the spirit world. Honestly, it's not any more concocted than the plot of Freddy vs. Jason. The Ghostbusters go back to Neil's apartment and find the remains of his roommate Chuck, and it is the most calm reaction to a murder in the history of the world.
Look at those claw marks. It's almost as if by sleeping in your bed, Chuck encountered your dream demon.
They burn the bed hoping to eliminate Freddy and go back to their headquarters. They receive a call and arrive at Nancy's house in their Ecto U-Haul.
We found her like this.
While there, they debate what their next course of action should be.
I got it! Maybe we could shoot him in the face.
Kill me.
Hey, what would Jared do? Yeah. What would Jared do?
I would go into the dream dimension where Freddy lives and pull him into reality. Once he's real, you should have no trouble containing him with your equipment. Then I'd go to Subway for a roasted chicken sandwich on Parmesan oregano bread.
Of course, it's so simple. Thanks, Jared.
Look, if everyone's done with all these damn questions, I'm gonna take a nap.
No, please!
It's okay. I had Subway for lunch.
Where to begin? Okay, a guy who goes after children is killing a guy who goes after children. Like, I know this was made way before the whole Jared fiasco and everything. I'm well aware of that. But this part is just so bizarre and out of place, even for this film. I'm assuming that they're doing like a Brian Boitano thing like South Park did, where they just randomly ask, what would this guy do? I don't know, but it's weird to see now.
But Jared's plan works, and they're able to bring Freddy back in the real world. But Neil is still trapped in the dream world where ghosts are now attacking him.
I'll swallow your soul.
Eugene?
Ed puts that thing on his forehead, and they cross the streams to blast their way back to the real world. It works! And they get back just in time to bag and take Freddy to music from The Matrix. And then Neil kisses his dead roommate's girlfriend.
And that's Freddy vs. Ghostbusters. What are my final thoughts? It's actually not bad as far as fan films are concerned.
The acting is cheesy, the plot is ridiculous, but it is entertaining and creative. These guys knew what type of film they wanted to make. Just a cheesy fan fiction based on some of their favorite characters, and in that sense they succeeded. The effects and sets in some of these scenes are actually pretty well done. In my opinion, if you're into fan fiction and you're a fan of Freddy and the Ghostbusters, check this one out. It is definitely worth seeing.
saving no place.